Hi, my name's Anna Weighall. I'm an author of the paper Vocabulary Acquisition is Associated with Sleep in Children, which has recently been published in Developmental Science. This paper reports research conducted by myself at Sheffield Hallam University, along with colleagues from the University of York, Gareth Gaskell, Helen Brown, and Lisa Henderson. We were interested in how children learn new words, and more specifically, how do those new words become integrated with children's existing vocabulary items? At what point do newly learned words start to behave like existing words? Gareth Gaskell and colleagues have previously investigated this issue with adults and have found that new words only start to look like existing words after a period of consolidation, which includes sleep. We wondered whether we would find the same effects in children who could be thought of as vocabulary learning experts because they're learning new vocabulary all the time. And perhaps for them, this extended period of consolidation involving sleep might not be required. Perhaps new words can be integrated more swiftly into the lexicons of children than for adults. Models of spoken word recognition suggest that when we recognise spoken words, we recognise them via a process of competition. So words that sound similar compete for recognition. For example, if you hear the word cathedral, that will compete with other words which share sounds at the beginning of the word, for example, the k sound. We wondered at what point could a newly learned word begin to engage in this competition process. So if you learn a new word like cathedral, how long will it take for the word cathedral to compete with the base word cathedral? Gaskell and colleagues have shown that this competition effect only emerges after a delay which includes sleep. We investigated this in children using the same paradigms that had been used with adults. And we also found that you can see evidence of lexical competition for newly learned words in as little as 12 hours after children have initially learned the new words. However, we didn't see evidence of this effect if we tested children after 12 hours when that 12 hours didn't include overnight sleep. The effect only emerges when the 12-hour delay included sleep. And so this implicates sleep as being crucial for this integration of new vocabulary items with existing vocabulary. These data are important because they show that sleep might be involved in the memory for newly learned items. And it also suggests that word learning perhaps takes longer than has previously been thought in the developmental literature. For example, many studies with toddlers talk about fast mapping and assume that word learning happens almost immediately. But what we've shown is that over time, the representations for newly learned words strengthen, especially if that delay includes sleep. These findings also have important implications for neurodevelopmental disorders like autism and dyslexia. Autism in particular can also be associated with aberrant sleep patterns. So it would be interesting to investigate whether in fact this disordered sleep that occurs could explain some of the language difficulties that children with autism have. We'd love to hear from you if you'd like to discuss our paper in more detail, if you've got any questions or just want to leave us some feedback, and we really hope you enjoy reading it.